Hello, I am Jason Kufuor George. I play keys alongside ShofarBand, and this is the keyboard tutorial for the song All the Nations as it appears on our studio album release, Behold. The aim of this tutorial is not necessarily to reproduce the sounds as found on the album, but to approximate it for your local congregation context and your worship team, more specifically, using stock Mainstage/Logic libraries, with the exception of potentially one or two. The song is in the key of C and it's at a tempo of 80 beats per minute. For this song, there's no real special keyboard part. We just use a standard pad. I use RetroSynth on the Logic and Mainstage library. I do not do much processing. I just compress it a little bit for the sake of balancing out the levels of the output. I run it through a delay for the sake of dimension to get a bit of size. The net product is this. One very important thing to be concerned about is playing too many bass-centric notes. Because of the fact that this is a very spacious, let's call it large pad, if you were to play a lot of bass notes, you would mess with the bass sounds of your song. Your bassist would be very irrelevant to the mix. He would lose his place because you're competing with him in the frequencies. So try and stay away from the low side of your keyboard. I have it octave shifted so that I'm not too low. Now we would move on to the intro according to the chord chart, which you can find on ShofarBand.com. It starts off like this. From there, the song moves into the verse, which sounds something like this. And then thereafter, the song moves into the chorus section, which sounds like this. One thing you'll notice that I tried to do is I tried to keep the C, the G, and the other C on this, my right hand. I tried to keep it running through all the chords that I played. It adds a certain sense of continuity and it helps to unite the chords that you play. Thereafter, we go into another interlude, which is functionally the intro. Then we go into another verse. This time it's verse 2. Then we go into chorus 2. Now the verse and the chorus that we go into thereafter is exactly the same as how we played it originally the very first time. So if you're looking for those, just refer to the previous section of this video. I have no idea why I'm pointing up, but this is my life now. Coming out of this section, we then go into the bridge. What you want to do with the bridge is, in order to try to approximate the sound, you want to keep all major and minor thirds in the F, G, and A minor chords as pronounced as possible so that it sounds something like this when it's played. Starting from the high places must fall. Now, once you've completed playing this, you play that chord sequence again, completing a second bridge as heard in the song, and then everything goes down and becomes mellow again. You can just stay on a pad like this. This has been the keyboard tutorial for All the Nations. I trust it has been helpful for you, and I hope for brilliant execution in your local congregational context.